Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say early afternoon, as we are in far San Juan Alamo, PSJA, for first round baseball playoff action between the PSJA Bears playing host to the Harlingen Cardinals in this first round. Tonight's going to be an interesting night. We have 4 umpires on the field tonight for this first round of playoff action. We're just about 10 minutes from the first pitch, and we want to thank tonight for one of those great sponsors, as you'll see it right there on your screen, the Kenny Pettis Law Firm. Glad to be a part of tonight's sponsorship. Tonight's playoff matchup, what I said, is proudly brought to you by Kenny Pettis Law. Fighting for justice across the Rio Grande Valley. Injured in an accident, don't get played, get paid with Kenny Pettis Law. Interesting game tonight. Overcast, but temperature about 87 degrees here in far San Juan Alamo, PSJA, more commonly known, as the Bears will be the home team. Coaches are on their way here to the home plate to be able to exchange lineup cards and get everything squared away, go over the ground rules, and a few other things as we get ready for tonight's playoff action. First pitch scheduled for about 7 o'clock. And as we said, it's about 87 degrees, but there is a breeze blowing. And we expect to have a good game tonight in this first round of boys varsity baseball playoffs. Coaches are moving their way to home plate, and we expect the public address announcer to be here in just a few minutes. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the pregame here in just a minute. You're watching Real Sports Live. Doug Robinson here will be doing your play-by-play, and we want to welcome you to tonight's ball game. So we'll be back with more in just a minute.
To work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. Fruya Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ.
Back here in far San Juan, PSJA, more commonly known, as the PA announcer is getting ready to start the festivities. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer as we go over everything to get ready for tonight's first pitch and this by-district playoff game. It's going to be turning out to be a nice night for baseball. And wait for the announcer to give the opening lineups and the rosters for both teams in this first game. First game tonight here at PSJA, and they will have the third game at their place if necessary at 1 o'clock on Saturday. So now let's turn it over to the public address announcer. Still getting some things squared away up in the press box, and here we go.
Number 13, Nate Gonzalez. Number 4, Andy Gatza. Number 12, Marcos Nevelli. Number 5, Adam Ibarra. Number 2, Isaiah Gaitan. Number 20, Jaden Rodriguez. Number 24, Caleb
Well, we have had the exchange of the lineup cards. We have had the announcement of the rosters for both teams. And right now, we've had the national anthem, so that means we're ready for the first pitch in just a few minutes, which is brought to you by the Kenny Pettis Law Firm. This playoff game is presented by the Kenny Pettis Law, your local injury attorneys with over $75 million recovered for clients across the valley. Call today for your free consultation. Kenny Pettis Law Firm, first pitch in just a moment. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
Selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Welcome back to PSJA Field as we get ready to get this contest underway. On the hill tonight for the PSJA Bears is JT Reyna. Hard throwing right-hander. He'll wear the number 9. PSJA Bears in their white home uniforms, white caps, and the maroon accent. Maroon lettering, and we are just about ready to get underway. Batting lineup for the Harlingen Cardinals, Nate Gonzalez will lead off. He'll be pitching tonight. He'll wear the number 13. Cardinals in their gray uniforms with their red accent, pinstripe pants, pinstripe jersey. And we're just about ready to get things underway. First, Andy Garza will be at second base. He'll be batting second and wearing number 4. Being behind the plate, Marco Snavely wears number 12, and Adam Ibarra will be playing center field, and he'll be batting clean. That's the first 4 as we get ready to get underway here in this first round by district playoff baseball game between the PSJA Bears hosting the Harlingen Cardinals. Gonzalez steps into the box, bats from the right side. Reyna comes set. Pitch, and it's foul tip caught by the catcher. So the count goes 0-1. And a ball goes outside, makes it 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nate Gonzalez, the leadoff batter, who's also got the pitching duties tonight as he'll be on the hill for the Cardinals. Pitch is fouled off. The count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Nate Gonzalez. Where's the number 13 for the Cardinals? Reyna. Comes set. And the pitch is a shot out towards right field. It's going to go out of play, and that'll keep the count at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nate Gonzalez. High school baseball, they have to chase down the foul balls. Unlike a minor league or major league ball team where those become souvenirs, but not in high school. Pitch from Reyna. So now he steps off the mound. Little cross up on his signals with his catcher. 1-2 to Gonzalez. Steps back into the box. Blue signals the pitch. And it's foul ball and it hit him. So that'll keep the count at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nate Gonzalez. JT Reyna, big throwing right-hander for the PSJA Bears on the hill. Reyna comes set, pitch, and it's popped up. Should be an easy play for the catcher. And he squeezes it, and there's 1 out. So that'll bring up Andy Garza, the second baseman. And if you're scoring this, he wears the number 4 and plays the position number 4, second base. Andy Garza, right hand. Hitter steps into the box. Reyna, pitch. And it's fouled away. And the count goes 0-1. 0-1 to Andy Garza. Little chat with the third base coach, head coach, Coach Rangel, the head coach for the Cardinals. Head coach for the Bears is Marco Guajardo. Pitch. He has a foul shot down the third base, and it'll go fouls. So the count is at 0-2. 0-2 to Andy Garza. Reyna gets set. Gets a signal. Pitch. And there's a shot. And that's going to be a base hit for Garza. So the Cardinals have a base runner as Andy Garza gets a single. That'll bring up Marco Snavely batting in the 3-hole today. Where's the number 12? Doing the catching duties tonight for the Cardinals. Lights have not come on just yet, but it is overcast. So a lot of times they will turn the lights on a little early, but not as of yet. Garza at first base. Pitch from Reyna. It's low. Thank you. And the count goes 1-0. Garza with the lead. Looking to maybe go, and he holds up, and a called strike. And the count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Marco Snavely, the catcher. Where's the number 12? Pitch from Reyna as he look over and throws over to first. Runner back safely. Keeps the count even at 1. Reyna from the stretch comes set. Pitch. And a swing and a miss, and the count goes 1-2. So Snavely in the hole, 1-2. What is known as a pitcher's count. Runner at first, off to a little bit of a lead. Pitch is low, and the count goes even at 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Snavely. A swing and a miss, and he'll go down on strikes. And now there's 2 outs. No pitch yet to the cleanup hitter, Adam Ibata, playing center field today for the Cardinals. 2 outs, top of the first. Pitch from Reyna, low, and the count goes 1-0. Cardinals with a runner on first base, that's Garza. He reached on the single. And we've got 2 outs here in the top of the first. Reyna, pitch is a little chopper by the baseline, and the count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still no lights on, but it's getting a little cloudy and overcast here. Ball comes in. As we said before, important to get those foul balls back to the blue. 1-1, 2 outs, top of first for Adam Ibata. Reyna from the stretch. Pitch, and it's high, and that'll go 2-1. Two balls and a strike to the cleanup hitter, Adam Ibata, wearing the number 5 for the Cardinals. Reyna. Pitch. And that's going to go low. And the count goes 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Adam Ibata, the cleanup hitter for the Cardinals. Stop sign might be on, but this gentleman, since he's in the cleanup, might have the green light. We'll see. Pitch from Reyna. And is off. So now the Cardinals have runners at first and second. With 2 outs. Brings Isaiah Gaitan to the plate. Where's the number 2 playing shortstop today for the Cardinals? Steps into the right side. Reyna now has runners at first and second and 2 outs. Reyna, a hard-throwing right-hander. Pitch, and called strike on Gaitan. Cardinals with runners at first and second, 2 outs. Reyna, the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-2. 0-2 to Gaitan, the shortstop for the Cardinals. Bats from the right side. Little chant noise you hear from the Cardinal dugout. Very common in high school baseball for the chants. Pitch. And it's foul over here right by us as we're sitting on the first baseline. 0-2 to Gaitan. Reyna. Runners at first and second from the stretch. 0-2 to Gaitan. Pitch, and it's fouled away up against the backstop. Keeps the count at 0-2. Common in high school baseball for the on-deck hitter to chase down the foul balls behind the plate. (0-2) to Isaiah Gaitan. 2 outs. Top of the first. Cardinals with runners at first and second. A single and a walk. Rayner's pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that'll retire the side. So, at the first half of the first inning, no score. We'll be back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live coverage of high school varsity baseball first round action. Back with more in a moment.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Welcome back to Far San Juan Alamo in high school baseball first round playoff action. Want to remind you that tonight's telecast is sponsored by Kenny Perez Law. The playoff game, sponsored by Kenny Perez Law, is your local injury attorneys with over $75 million recovered for clients across the valley. Call today for your free consultation. Move to the bottom half of the first. First four for the Bears will be number 7, the center fielder, James Cancino. Then it'll bring up the shortstop, TJ Ayala. And then the pitcher, JT Reyna. And then if the cleanup hitter comes up, it'll be the designated hitter, Jesse Garza. So that's Cancino, Ayala, Reyna, and Garza as the first 4. Cancino wears the number 7, steps into the right side of the plate. Pitch from Gonzalez, a little high, and the count goes 1-0. 1-0 the count as we're in the bottom of the first inning. First round of high school boys baseball playoffs. And a called strike evens the count at 1. Nick Gonzalez, the right-handed hurler for the Cardinals. Pitch, curveball, and it's going to go 1-2. Gonzalez has a pretty good bender. We saw it a couple of weeks ago. good job keeping hitters off balance. Pitch. And that's going to go low to even it up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cancino. Pitch. And there's a shot for a base hit. It's going to get down. And Cancino is aboard with a base hit. Brings up number 18, TJ Ayala, the shortstop for the Bears. As the leadoff Cancino is aboard with the single. Ayala also bats from the right side. Gonzalez checks the runner on the stretch, and a bunt swing strike. So the count goes 0-1 to TJ Ayala, the shortstop. Now the lights have come on here at the stadium. Time called for a player to tie a shoestring, and we're back. Ayala wears the number 18. Plays shortstop for the Bears in the 2 spot. Throw over and it's safe. Gonzalez on the stretch. Pitch. Batter shows bunt again, and this time he holds up. One on one to count to Ayala. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Bottom of the first, if you've just joined us. First round by district playoffs between PSJA Bears hosting the Cardinals of Harlingen. And the count goes 2-1. 3-game series. First game here tonight at PSJA. Tomorrow night will be at Harlingen Cardinal Stadium. And if necessary, game 3 will be held on Saturday. Pitch, and a swinging bunt, strike, and the count goes even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ayala, as he was trying to move the runner over with the bunt, but unsuccessful. And he'll face a 2-2 count from Gonzalez. Gonzalez this time, double play ball should be easy. And they're going to say that he was safe. But they do get the fielder's choice out at second. I'll bring up the pitcher, the big right-hander, J.T. Reyna, batting in the 3 spot tonight. He's got the hurling duties tonight for the Bears. One out, bottom of 1. And the count goes for a ball. Wind's still blowing pretty good. You can see the flags in right center, right field, I should say. Throw back is dropped. And count 1-0. And a balk is called. So that'll move the runner to second, but the coach from Harlingen is going to contest the balk. saying that that was part of his delivery. And we're going to have a little conference right now. We'll keep it here as they discuss it. We'll be back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live Network coverage of high school varsity baseball. Back with more in a moment.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Career and Technical Education Center is where futures take flight. With 18 programs of study and 43 industry-based certifications available, students gain real-world skills for real-world success. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. I've come a long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Back here at PSJA, the balk was overturned, so the runner will go back to first. And the count goes 1-0. Successful argument by the Cardinal coach to reverse the call. And there's a chopper down the third base side, goes foul. Count goes 1-1. JT Reyna, the starting hurler for the Bears, batting into the 3 spot. Where's the number 9? Quick throw over to first, runner back. And we're even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's a chopper to third, should be an easy play. And the throw's going to be late. And now the Bears have runners at first and second with a runner in scoring position. For the cleanup hitter, Jesse Garza, listed as the DH for J.D. Sauceda, who's playing left field tonight. And Reyna will head back to the bench with a courtesy runner on his way. And now they're going to say it's an out. So now there's 2 outs. And a called strike to the lefty Garza. Garza, the designated here, wears the number 10, batting from the left side. 0-1 to count. A shot to left field, that's going to drop. And doesn't. Chased down by the left fielder. And the Cardinals retired aside. So, at the end of 1, it's the Bears 0, the Harlingen Cardinals 0 as we move to the top of the second. Back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live Network. Back with more in a moment.
Becomes a hit. Castillo on. And that's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Back here at PSJA Stadium. As a reminder that this playoff game is presented by the Kenny Pettis Law, your local injury attorneys with over $75 million recovered for clients across the valley. Call today for your free consultation. Kenny Pettis Law. Move to the top of the second. It's going to bring up Jaden Rodriguez, the first baseman. Bats from the right side. The big hard-throwing right-hander Reyna on the hill for the Bears. Pitch, and it's going to get in for a called strike. Rodriguez, ground ball, and picked clean by the first baseman on the one bounce. And there's one out. Good job by the shortstop to make the play. Ayala to make the 6-3 play. One away here in the top of the second. No score. First round matchup in bi-district varsity baseball playoffs. It's going to bring up Caleb Rangel. Bats from the right side. A little chopper, and it'll go foul. So Rangel will go back and do it again. As the ball goes foul. Oh, and 1 the count. Reyna comes set. Pitch. And it's going to be a little low. And the count goes even at 1. Caleb Rangel. And the count goes 1 and 2. Rangel playing third base tonight for the Cardinals. Reyna. Pitch. And a shot is going to be great play by the shortstop, but just couldn't make the throw. Nice diving attempt there, but couldn't come up to make a throw. And Rangel is aboard at first. No doubt that'll be considered a hit. That'll bring up Julian Cardenas, the DH. And Rain and his catcher want to talk. I'm sure they want to set up signals to make sure that everybody's on the right track with the base runner at first. Julian Cardenas wears the number 6 for the Cardinals. And Reyna and his catcher seem to be back on the right track. Catcher for the Bears is Zeke Garza. Swing and a miss by the DH. Run Hill at first after the base hit. Reyna, pitch, and it's going to go in for a called strike. And Cardenas is in the hole 0-2. 0-2, 1 out. Here in the top of the second. Pitch is popped up, and I think it's going to go out of play, and does. Then it keeps the count 0-2 to the DH, Julian Cardenas. Reyna checks the runner at first from the stretch. And the pitch is high and inside. So the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cardenas. And that one goes foul, keeps count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to the designated hitter, Julian Cardenas. Runner at first, gets a little bit of a lead. Pitch, and a chopper, should be handled by the pitcher easily. Makes the play and is out. And there are 2 outs. Runner moves to second on the play. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. Renhill moves to second base on the fielder's choice. Bears take the easy play at first. Brings up Jeremiah Guzman, playing left field. Check that, Kristen Kellogg. Bats from the left side, and the count goes 0-1. Hill at second, 2 outs. 0-1 the count to Kellogg. And the count goes even at 1. Beautiful facilities here at PSJA. Informed that there are 2 PSJAs. There's a north, where I understand my good friend Tony Leal is the head coach over there for their baseball team. Known Coach Leal for a number of years. I knew he was in the PSJA system, but I wasn't for sure of which school, and couldn't find out he's over at the North Campus. Kellogg. Two and 1 to count. Reyna from the stretch. And a cold strike. And the count goes even at 2.
We're not going to get walked.
2-2 the count. 2 outs. Double deuces, they call this in baseball. Pitch from Reyna. gets away, and the runner's going to move to third on the pass ball. Not so sure if they'll score that as a wild pitch or a pass ball. That one will probably go down as a wild pitch. So the Cardinals, with a runner at 90 feet away from scoring, is Ranhill at third base. 3-2 count to Kellogg. He's in the 9 hole. Pitch. And ball 4. And Kellogg is aboard. So the Cardinals have runners at the corner, and it'll bring up the top of the order with Gonzalez, the pitcher for the Cardinals. Right-handed batter, right-handed thrower. Reyna, 2 outs, runners at the corner. Pitcher to pitcher, Reyna versus Gonzalez. And this one's popped up by Gonzalez. I think they can make the play, and they can, and they'll go out of play. So the count goes 0-1. To Nate Gonzalez. Want to remind you that Kenny Pettis Law is tonight's game sponsor. Glad they could help make this broadcast possible. Pitch. And there's a shot to third base. Should be an easy play. And does. So the Cardinals, unfortunately unable to score and retire to side. So we'll be back with the bottom of the second in just a minute. You're watching Real Sports Live coverage of high school varsity baseball playoff action. Back with more in a moment.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Performing Arts Center is where creativity takes center stage. This facility immerses students in visual.
Welcome back here to PSJA as we move to the bottom of the second. Seek Garza, the catcher, will lead off. Bats from the left side. Where's the number 5? And then Matthew Azuara, the right fielder. And then Ethan Oliveras in the playing third base tonight. Blues want to make sure that everything is safe, pointing to a bat and a ball that were left outside the dugout. Zeke Garza, the catcher in tonight's ball game, lefty, and pitches high from Gonzalez. One on the count. And this one is golfed, and it might get down, and does. So the Bears have a base runner after the leadoff hit by Zeke Garza. That's going to brings up Matthew Azuara, the right fielder. Courtesy runner for the catcher, common in high school baseball, to move the game along. Looks like it's Devin Hernandez is going to be the courtesy runner. That'll bring to the plate Azuara, the right fielder. And quick throw over to first. Runner back. Kenny Pettis Law, tonight's title sponsor. Oliveras' pitch, a swing and a miss. And the count goes 0-1. Bears with a runner at first. Pitch from Oliveras as a called strike, and the count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Azuara. Right fielder for the Bears. Where's the number 3? Oliveras checks the runner from the stretch. Pitch is low, scooped by the catcher. And a stolen base by Garza. Courtesy runner. A little conference real quick. I'm sure what was happening there was what is known as the fake tag when he doesn't have the ball. And if so, they can move the runner to third. And they're going to probably that's what's going to happen. Cannot perform a fake tag in high school baseball. And I believe he's going to be awarded third base. We will see. So Azuara, who bats from the left side, steps in. Sun's starting to set. Still a little bit of daylight left as we're approaching dusk. Oliveras. And that'll go high. 2-2 the count to Azuara. No outs. We're in the bottom of the second. Bears have a runner at second base. There's a shot. And that might score the Bears as he comes into the plate and does. Play at second. And the throw out with the runner at second. So the Bears are on board first. They lead it 1-0. And a bender by the right-hander Oliveras. To Ethan Oliveras. Pitcher Nate Gonzalez is high, and the count goes 2-0. To Oliveras. Gonzalez. Pitch. And he walks him.
Coming up to bat now for your PSJA Bears, first baseman, number 22, Jorge Castillo.
Brings up Jorge Castillo, the first baseman, and that's going to bring a mound visit, so we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live. Back with more in a moment.
Every student shines. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
I'll do anything for my clients. Would you pick up our kids from school? Yeah, I could do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Champ.
Back here at PSJA, Jorge Castillo comes to the plate, bats from the left side. After the walk, he looks to bunt. Ball is low, scooped by the catcher. Jorge Castillo wears the number 22. Playing first base tonight for the Bears. Bears with a runner at first base after the walk. Shows bunt. And the count goes 2-0. To Jorge Castillo. Goes bunt again. And the count goes 3-0. And that's going to require a mound visit. And as we do that, we'll be back with more in just a moment. You're watching Real Sports Live coverage of tonight's bi-district playoff game, sponsored by Kenny Pettis Law. Back with more in a moment.
AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
At Brownsville ISD, every journey starts with a strong foundation.
Our academic programs inspire curiosity and critical thinking.
In athletics, students unleash their potential while diving into school spirit.
Creativity shines throughout our various fine arts programs.
Our career and technical education provides students with essential skills for the workforce.
With dual enrollment courses, students can earn college credits while still in high school.
Brownsville ISD.
One team.
One dream.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Back here at PSJA Stadium, where the Cardinals have opted to make a pitching change. So Nate Gonzalez, for the moment, is down. And on the mound now is Melchor Ruiz, right-hander for the Cardinals. Where's the number 10? He'll take over the mound duties for the Cardinals.
Once again, Bear fans, now batting for our PSJ Bears, first baseman number 22, Jorge Castillo.
So, unlike a lot of things, baseball being one of them, the coach opted to go ahead and change pitchers with the batter with a 3-0 count. Most of the times, a coach or manager will let that pitcher finish the batter before they make a pitching change, but in this case, not the case. Coach Rangel being a little conservative, didn't want to take any chances as the Bears lead this one 1-0 and have a runner at first base with only one out. But nonetheless, Castillo steps in to face Ruiz. 3-0. And ball four. And now the Bears have runners at first and second.
Coming up to bat now for your PSJ Bears, second baseman number 13, Nathan Peña.
Brings up Nathan Peña. Peña playing second base tonight for the Bears. Bats from the right side. He's in the 9-hole spot. And then it'll be back to the top of the order for the Bears. Ball just a little bit low. Count goes 1-0. Melchor Ruiz from the stretch. It's low. Count goes 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Second baseman Nathan Peña asked for time. He's granted it. Now he steps back in. Ruiz working from the stretch. Pitch. And ball goes low. And count goes 3-0. More than likely, the Bears coaches have got the stoplight, red light on, as Ruiz has yet to throw a strike. And that one doesn't change. And now the Bears have bases juiced, and they're going to move to the top of the order.
Center fielder number 7, James Gancito.
And now that's going to require another visit from the coach of the Cardinals, Rangel. We'll be back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live coverage of high school varsity baseball. Back with more. And reminder, Kenny Petter's Law is tonight's title sponsor. Back with more in a moment.
And that's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Inflammation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
It seems like you'll do anything for your clients.
Anything.
Would you get a face tattoo?
What do you all think?
Looks good, boss.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology.
Back here at PSJA Stadium, where a pitching change has been taking place again for the Cardinals. Going to bring in the pitcher Adam Ibata, who was playing center field earlier. Now he has the mound duties for the Cardinals. Brings up the top of the order, James Cancino. And first pitch is high. Count goes 1-0. No place to put him. Cardinal hurler's got to throw strikes. Pitch. And a breaking ball goes in for the strike. And the count goes even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded for the Bears. We're in the bottom of the second. Pitch is Bender. And he'll move the count to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. And fouls out of play. Count goes even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, center fielder James Cancino. Ibata from the stretch. In a jam here as the Bears have bases loaded and only 1 out. Pitch. And is low. And the count goes full. So 3-2 the count to Cancino, and no doubt about it here, the coaches are going to play a little chess match here. And more than likely, Cancino will probably have the red light up with a 3-2 count and the bases loaded. Pickoff play by second. Runner back. And good move there by Ibata. Found the runner at second doing a little sleepy in there, but he was back in safely. 3-2, the count, 1 out. Bottom of the second. Bears lead this one 1-0, but they have the bases juiced. And there's a off the shortstop's hand. That'll score 1, maybe 2, and they do. And now it's a 3-0 ball game. So now it's a 3-0 ball game. Great effort there, but it just got over his head. That brings up TJ Ayala, the shortstop for the Bears. And a ball goes in. First pitch is a ball. Bears have runners at second and third. And still only one out. And the count goes even at one. 1 ball, 1 strike to TJ Ayala. Pitch, a swing and a miss. And the count goes 1-2. Adam Ibata on the hill now for the Cardinals. They trail 3-0. 1 out. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the batter. Pitch. And a punch out. And a caught looking. And now there's 2 outs. So now there's 2 outs. Brings up JT Renya, the starting pitcher for the Bears tonight. Big right-hander steps in. He's in the 3 spot. Jesse Garza on deck. Reyna with a shot. It's going to be over his head. And the Bears add on 2 more.
Coming up to bat now for your PSJA Bears. Designated hitter, number 10, Jesse Garza.
So it's now a 4-0 ball game. 2 outs. Courtesy runner number 6, KT Cavazos, comes in for Reyna. As we said, common in high school for the pitcher and catcher to have courtesy runners. Adam Ibata on the hill for the Cardinals. They trail 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. Designator Jesse Garza at the plate and slices one, almost catches the coach. And the count goes 0-1. Two outs. 0-1 the count to the DH. Jesse Garza. Garza wears the number 10 for the Bears. On deck, the catcher, Zeke Garza. On deck with his shin guard still on. Pitch to Garza. And Ibata steps off the mound. 4-0 our score. PSJA Bears out in front. Garza. It was a little low, and the count goes even at 1. Check that 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Garza, the DH. Bats from the left side. Ball's a little low. And the count goes 3-1. Pitch is outside, and Garza will be awarded first base. So now the Bears with runners at first and second.
Coming up to bat number your PSJA Bears. Catcher, number 5, Zeke Garza.
Brings up Zeke Garza, the catcher for the Bears. He bats from the left side. A lot of coaches, when they have a batter that has that ability to bat from the left side, that's what they'll have them do. Even though Garza plays the position as a right-handed catcher. Ibarra from the stretch. And a curveball. And misses outside. Still counts 1-0. As one's popped over to left field. And he drops the ball. When it rains, it pours. And now it's 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So the catcher, Garza, comes through with the double, and now it's a 7-0 ball game. Brings up Matthew Azura, lefty, playing right field, and fouls this one out of play. And a count 0-1. 1 out. Checked out. 1 strike, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the second. Bears all over this one. They lead it 7-0. Ibarra's pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. And the count goes 0-2.
Let's go, Adam. You gotta do it yourself.
Cardinals pinning their hopes on the right-hander as Gonzalez was pulled. Here in the second inning. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. And this one's going to go for a ball. Makes it count 1-2. You have to wonder what's going through a coach's mind when you fall behind this early. Just have to wonder. And there's a shot. Left field is going to get down. That'll score another run. Now it's 8-0. And now it's 8-0.
Now batting for your PSJA Bears, third baseman, number 8, Ethan Olivares.
So Azarada comes clutch with a base hit RBI, and it's an 8-0 ball game. There's a pop up to the second baseman and makes the play to retire to side, but not before the Bears pick up 8 runs. At the end of 2, it's the Bears of PSJA 8, the Cardinals 0. Back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live, coverage of high school varsity baseball, sponsored by the Kenny Perez Law. Back with more in a moment.
Field of the day. Our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Career and Technical Education Center is where futures take flight. With 18 programs of study and 43 industry-based certifications available, students gain real-world skills for real-world success. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer. I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville.
Back here at PSJA Stadium, Bears of PSJA lead this one 8-0 as we move to the top of the third. Isaac Ortiz batting. Where's the number 4? Check that, Andy Garza. Number 4. Pitch. And Reyna blows that one by him, and the count goes 0-1. Garza, and it counts even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Garza. We're in the top of the third. Bears had an explosive inning, scored 8 runs, and that one's fouled out up against the backstop. Count was 1-2. What a swing, and just like that at bat. When life hits hard, make sure you've got the right team on your side. Kenny Pettis Law. Don't get played, get paid. Pitch is high. Count goes even at 2. To the catcher, Garza. And a chopper down, foul. Keeps the count even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sun has set, and the lights are on full, and it's a beautiful stadium here at PSJA. Still pretty windy. The American flag in right field still waving in the wind. And a strikeout. And now there's 1 out. Brings up Marco Snavely, the catcher for the Cardinals. He'll check into the right side. JT Reyna on the hill for the Bears, pitching a great ball game. Cardinals have goose eggs in their run tally. Snavely. And first pitch is the ball. 1-0 the count. And count goes 2-0. 2-0 to Snavely. 1 out. Top of the third. Beautiful night for baseball. And that one's a little outside. Count goes 3-0. To Snavely. ball goes inside. That'll be ball 4. So the Cardinals have a base runner. I'll bring up Adam Ibarra, now the pitcher of record for the Cardinals. Started out the night in center field and has moved to the mound. He bats from the right side. Cleanup hitter for the Cardinals, so he represents some power. Cardinals trail 8-0 in the top of the 3rd. And that one's got to go fouled out of play. And the count goes 0-1. This stadium has a raised center field with the wall, and then levels off to both the right and left sides. Swing and a miss. And the count goes 0-2. Snavely, power hitter for the Cardinals in the cleanup spot. In the hole here, 0-2. Pitch and punch out. And the Cardinals now have 2 outs. Brings up the number 5 hole hitter, Isaiah Gaitan. He's the shortstop for the Cardinals. Where's the number 2? Jaden Rodriguez on deck, and that one's going to go out of play. Foul out of play. Two outs here in the top of the 3rd. Cardinals in a hole right now as they trail 8-0. They have a runner at first after the walk. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And the count goes 0-2. Reyna's strong on the mound. He's ahead in this one, 0-2. To the batter, Gaitan. Reyna, the pitch. Quick throw to first, and they get him. So a great play by the catcher to retire the side. So at the end of 2.5, it's the Bears of PSJA 8, Cardinals 0. Back with more. They leave one stranded. We'll be back with more on the Kenny Perez Law sponsored high school varsity baseball playoff. Back with more in a moment.
With nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts, success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Hey champ, my dad got hurt in a car crash and our insurance company isn't helping us at all.
Give this to your dad. Have him give me a call.
Thanks, champ. Hey, I've been working on my jabs.
Let's see what you got.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Champ.
There's no place like Sherryland ISD returning students need to district work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back here at PSJA Stadium, we're moving to the bottom of the third. Bears in the lower part of the order. Jorge Castillo, first baseman, in the number 8 spot, leads off. Will be followed by Nathan Pena. Pitch and a called strike. To start off the bottom of the third. Castillo. Count goes even at 1. Bears in control of this one. They had a big inning in the bottom of the second, scoring 8 runs. Ibarra backed out on the mound again for the third. The count goes 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Castillo. Castillo is in the number 8 hole. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. Stays that way with the foul. Umpire signaling that he needs baseballs. Ibarra. Pitch. And is outside. And the count goes 3-1. Check that 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Castillo. Castillo, the lefty. And he's aboard with the walk.
Coming up to bat now for your PSJA Bears, second baseman, number 13,
Nathan Pena set to hit.
We have a pinch runner coming in for the Bears now, number 1, Sebastian Galindo.
Sebastian Galindo pinch runs for Castillo. Brings up Nathan Pena. Pena, the second baseman. And a called strike. And he's in the hole 0-1. 0-1 the count. Bears in control of this one. They lead it 8-0. And have a runner at. Oops. And a wild throw gets away. Coming around. So the pickoff attempt is no good with the wild throw. And now the Bears have a runner in scoring position at third base. One to count. Bottom of the third. Ibarra. Pitch. And there's a shot that may be gone. And it is. That is a round tripper for the PSJA Bears. Number 13, Nathan Pena with the round tripper. And now it's a 10-0 ball game. So 10-0 our score after that round tripper by Nathan Pena, the number 9 hole hitter. Sent it out of the park. And then it'll take us to the top of the order. And with that big play, want to reminder that what a swing, and just like that at bat, when life hits hard, make sure you've got the right team on your side. Kenny Pettis Law. Don't get played, get paid. Round tripper for the Bears, and now it's 10-0. And we're at the top of the order with Cancino. Pitch. That's foul. Count goes 1-1. To the count. Pitch and a check swing, and the count goes 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Cancino. No outs. Bottom of 3. And the count goes even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ibarra. Pitch. And a check swing back to the pitcher, and that'll be an easy play. So the 1-3 gets the out for the Cardinals.
Now batting for your PSJA Bears, shortstop, number 18, TJ Ayala.
Brings up number 18, the shortstop, TJ Ayala. 1 out here in the bottom of 3. Pitch. It almost hit him, and they're going to say it did hit him. So the Bears have a runner on board after the hit by pitch. That'll bring up the pitcher, the big right-hander, JT Reyna, who has been in control of this one and has goose eggs for his pitching performance thus far as the Bears lead this one 10-0. Reyna bats from the right side, waits for the pitch from Ibarra. And a changeup, looks like. The count goes 1-0. 1-0 the count to Reyna, the big right-handed pitcher for the Bears. Ibarra from the stretch. And a swing and a miss. And Reyna looked like he was swinging for the fence on that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of 3. And a runner safe on the delayed steal. So now the Bears have a runner at second base in scoring position. 2-1 to count to Reyna. Pitch. This one gets up high. Don't know if it's going to stay in or not, and it is. Drifting in. Center fielder makes the catch. And now there's 2 outs. They play by the center fielder to make that out. Brings up the DH and the cleanup batter, number 10, Jesse Garza. 2 outs, bottom of 3. Bears with the 10-0 lead. And number 10 is at the plate. And the pitch is wide outside. Warren over the count. To the DH, Garza. Ibarra. Swing and a miss, and the curveball gets him at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the left-handed designated hitter for the Bears, Jesse Garza. Ibarra from the stretch. And there's a shot to center field. That's going to get down for a hit. And the Bears are going to add another one. And now it's an 11-0 ball game. Brings up Zeke Garza, the catcher for the Bears. Where's the number 5? Steps into the left side. Takes a couple of practice swings. And popped up. Should be easy for the second baseman. Shortstop. And makes the play. And that'll retire to side, but not before the Bears add another run to their tally. It's 11-0. Right now you're watching high school varsity baseball playoff action. Bears 11, Cardinals 0. Back with the top of the 4th on the Kenny Pettis sponsored coverage of this game. Back with more in a moment.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Performing Arts Center is where creativity takes center stage. This facility immerses students in visual, performing, and fine arts programs where every student shines. Los Fresnos CISD, what we do here shapes the world.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
Back here at PSJA Stadium, where we moved the top of the 4th inning. Cardinals trail this one 11-0 to the Bears. And they'll lead off with Isaiah Gaitan, the shortstop, to start the 4th inning. Tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Kenny Pettis Law. Remember, they're the choice if you want to get paid get with Kenny Pettis Law. Called strike. Rainey, no doubt he's in command of his pitches. Pitch, swing and a miss. And the count goes 0-2 to Gaitan. Pitch, and a swing and a miss. And Gaitan goes down on strikes. And there's one away. Brings up the first baseman, Jaden Rodriguez, for the Cardinals. Cardinals desperately need base runners. And a called strike. And Rodriguez is in a hole 0-1. Pitch from Raina. It's wild and high. And that'll be scored as a wild pitch. So it brings the count 1-1. I keep getting a glimpse of a strobe light out of the corner of my right eye, and I see what it is. It's the strobe light on that school bus. Pitch. Called strike. And the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one's going to be booted by the second baseman. And Cardinals have a base runner. Brings up Caleb Rangel, who has one of the few hits for the Cardinals tonight.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 24, Caleb Rangel.
Third baseman for the Harlingen Cardinals. 1 out. Top of 4. Cardinals trail 11-0. Pitch from Raina. And a foul tip. And the count goes 0-1. Raina from the stretch. Pitch. And a chop foul. That'll move the count to 0-2. And now they're going to say it should be 1-2. And it is. Scoreboard a little bit behind out in the outfield. They'll get it squared away. Pitch from Raina is high. Ball gets away from the catcher, and the runner for the Cardinals will move to second on the wild pitch. So the count's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rangel. Rangel steps out, asks for time, and he's granted it. 1 out, top of the 4th. Caleb Rangel at the plate. Pitch from Raina. Swing and a miss, and Rangel goes down on strikes. Okay. And now they're 2 away. Brings up Julian Cardenas, the DH for the Cardinals. Steps into the right side of the box. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. There's a shot to left field, should be playable, and is, and that'll retire to side. So the Cardinals leave a stranded base runner. We move to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Cardinals 0 The Bears at PSJA 11. Back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live coverage of playoff baseball, sponsored by Kenny Pettis Law. Back with more in a moment.
It's time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. Fruya Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Well, we're midway through this playoff matchup tonight, brought to you by Kenny Pettis Law, available 24/7 and proudly serving families across the RGV. No fees unless they win. That's Kenny Pettis Law. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Brings up Matthew Azara, and he laces one to right field out of play. The count goes 0-1. Bottom of four. Bears of PSJA all over this one, lead 11-0. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a short grounder to the shortstop. Should be easy play. And a bad throw. So the bad throw by the shortstop allows the Bears to add another runner. I now have a runner at first. Pitch from Ibarra is a long shot. He's going to get down for a base hit. Number 19 for the Bears, Diego Alvarado with the base hit. Now the Bears have runners at first and second. And nobody out. Brings up Jorge Castillo, bat from the left side, first baseman for the Bears. Bears with runners at first and second. And this one heading towards center field is maybe caught by the center fielder, and is. Runner tagging. And the runners all move up 90 feet. So the center fielder makes the play, and there's one away.
Second baseman, number 13, Nathan Pena.
Brings up the number 9 hole hitter, Nathan Pena. Playing second base tonight for the Bears. Ibarra still on the mound for the Cardinals. They trail 11-0 and have runners in scoring position. Cardinals in danger of losing this game by the mercy rule. Ibarra now steps off the mound, checks his runners. Batter Pena steps out, takes a couple of swings, and he's back in the box. 1 out, 1-0 the count. And a called strike. And it counts even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. PSJA Bears in charge of this one. They lead it 11-0 and have runners in scoring position at second and third. Pena. And a pop towards the left fielder should be caught. And he drops it. And the Bears are going to score another one, and now it's 12-0. So now it's 12-0 in favor of the Bears. And it brings up the top of the order. James Cancino sends one to right field. Makes the catch. And the runners tag. And now it's a 13-0 ball game. So 13-0 is the score here. Brings at TJ Ayala. Shortstop for the Bears. Pitch from Ibarra. And a strike call. Ibarra. This one's laced to center field, and it may be gone, and it's not. It's going to be right there in the warning track, and that'll retire the side. But not before the Bears tack on more runs. The Bears 14. The Cardinals 0. Back with more as we moved into the top of the 5th. And if the Bears hold them, this game's over. Back with more. You're watching Kenny Penna's Law, sponsor and coverage of tonight's bi-district playoff game here at PSJA. Back with more in a moment. You're watching Real Sports Live Network coverage of all Valley sports.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what.
Back here at PSJA Stadium, the Cardinals have to score 5 runs or this game will end with the mercy rule. And remember, when you're in late game energy, we're back with the late inning playoff baseball powered by Kenny Perez Law, trusted by hundreds of families with 5-star reviews and counting. Kenny Perez Law, proud sponsor of tonight's by-district playoff baseball, right here on Rio Sports Live. Kenny Perez Law. We move to the 6th inning. Check that, the 5th inning. And the Cardinals have to score or they will fall to the mercy rule. Pitch from Reyna. There's a called strike. Right now, Reyna set to be our star of the game with a magnificent pitching outing tonight. He also helped himself with a double earlier tonight, and right now he is our player of the game. Kellogg, 0-2 the count. Pitch from Reyna. And a chopper goes foul, and that'll keep the count at 0-2. 0-2 the count to Kristen Kellogg, the right fielder. And then it's to the top of the order with Nate Gonzalez and Andy Garza. Reyna comes set, pitch, and that one goes wild. And the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kristen Kellogg. This one gets away. Gets it to the blue. Reyna. 1-2 the count. Cardinals need base runners and have got to score 5 runs or this one's over with. Reyna's pitch. A swing and a miss, and Kellogg goes down on strikes. And the Cardinals are down to their last 2 outs. Brings up the top of the order, starting pitcher of tonight's contest. Nate Gonzalez steps in. He bats from the right side. He started the game tonight, but was pulled in the 2nd inning. Reyna looking to get the W tonight, and he is in control of this one. Goose eggs on the board for the Cardinals. And Reyna's behind Gonzalez is behind 0-1. This one goes high. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nate Gonzalez. Pitch, and a swing and a miss. And Reyna's down 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gonzalez. And this one goes a little wide. Evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nate Gonzalez. This one's going to go low, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Nate Gonzalez. Reyna pitched a masterful game this evening. His Bears lead 14-0. We're in the top of the 5th. By rule, the 10-run rule will be in effect at the conclusion of 5. And now the Cardinals are down to their last out. Unless they can score 5 runs. That'll bring up Andy Garza, second baseman for the Cardinals. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And Garza's down 0-1. Pitch, foul back. And the Bears are 1 strike away from putting this first game into books. 0-2 the count. Andy Garza, the second baseman, one of the last hopes for the Cardinals. 0-2 the count. Reyna comes set, the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. So, the PSJA Bears win this one tonight by the mercy rule, by the score of 14-0. A master performance by the pitcher, JT Reyna. Got to remember, as we headed into those final innings, that the time matters both on the field and after an accident. Contact the Kenny Pettis Law today to protect your case. Once again, we'll be back to wrap this one up. The PSJA Bears 14, the Cardinals of Harlingen 0. Back with more and wrap it up in just a moment.
956-999-1111.
Back here at PSJA, the celebration on the field continues as the PSJA Bears have defeated the Harlingen Cardinals by the score of 14-0. JT Reyna, our pitcher of record, gets the W and helped himself out tonight with a double as well. Once again, as we hit those final innings, remember, it's always that time to get a hold of the Kenny Pettis Law Firm. as we head to those final innings. Remember, time matters both on the field and after an accident. Contact Penny Pettis Law today to protect your case. Well, tonight's playoff coverage was brought to you by Kenny Pettis Law, your hometown injury lawyers, serving Brownsville and beyond. Don't get played, get paid. Once again, our star of the game tonight, Mr. J.T. Reyna, who pitched a massive ball game shutout as the PSJA Bears win 14-0. We want to thank you for joining us tonight on the Real Sports Live Network, coverage of high school varsity baseball. I want to thank my cameraman, Randy. I didn't want to call you Andy. It's Randy. And of course, Jammer, who works for us back in the studio. A big shout out to Bert and to Joe Boland, and of course to Victor and all the guys that are working games tonight for Real Sports Live Network to bring you nothing but the best coverage of high school sports and all sports here in the Valley. We'll be back to close it up in just a moment. You're watching Real Sports Live, where once again, your final score 14-0. Back with more and to wrap it up in just a minute.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Career and Technical Education Center is where futures take flight. With 18 programs of study and 43 industry-based certifications available, students gain real-world skills for real-world success. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. I've come a long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Becomes a hit. Castillo on. And that's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Permatan Personnel Service.
Back here at PSJA Stadium, where we are about to wrap it up, and we will move on to game 2 tomorrow night from Harlingen. We want to remind you that we will be on the air tomorrow at about the same time, as the first pitch is scheduled for 7 o'clock from Harlingen. But tonight's ball game, number 1, goes to the PSJA Bears as they win tonight by the score of 14-0. And once again, our star of the game is Mr. J.T. Reyna, and of course, Kenny Pettis Law, our great sponsor of playoff baseball, right here on Real Sports Live Network. So, for the rest of us, this is Doug Robinson saying good night from PSJA, where once again the final score, the PSJA Bears 14, the Cardinals of Harlingen 0. Back to see you tomorrow night on game 2 of this 3-game series. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Can't get it to stop.